Mick had become uncertain, had started second-guessing his own talent. That seemed, ironically, to be at the root of the self-inflation. For many years, through the 60s, Mick was incredibly charming and humorous. He was natural. It was electrifying the way he could work those small spaces. As a singer and as a dancer. Fascinating to watch and work with. The spins, the moves. He never thought about it. That performance was exciting without him appearing to do anything. And he's still good, even though to my mind it's dissipated on the big stages. That's what people have wanted to see, spectacle. But it's not necessarily what he's best at. Somewhere, though, he got unnatural. He forgot how good he was in that small spot. He forgot his natural rhythm. I know he disagrees with me. What somebody else was doing was far more interesting to him than what he was doing. He even began to act as if he wanted to be someone else. Mick is quite competitive, and he started to get competitive about other bands. He watched what David Bowie was doing and wanted to do it. Bowie was a major attraction. Somebody had taken Mick on in the costumes and bizarreness department. But the fact is, Mick could deliver 10 times more than Bowie in just a t-shirt and a pair of jeans singing, "I'm a Man." Why would you want to be anything else if you're Mick Jagger? Is being the greatest entertainer in show business not enough? He forgot that it was he who was new, who created and set the trends in the first place, for years. It's fascinating, I can't figure it out. It's almost as if Mick was aspiring to be Mick Jagger, chasing his own phantom, and getting design consultants to help him do it. No one taught him to dance until he took dance lessons. Charlie and Ronnie and I quite often chuckle when we see Mick out there doing a move that we know some dance instructor just laid on him, instead of being himself. We know the minute he's going plastic. Shit, Charlie and I have been watching that ass for 40-odd years. We know when the moneymaker's shaking, when it's being told what to do. Mick's taken up singing lessons, but that may be to preserve his voice. Coming back after a few months apart, I realized that Mick's taste in music had often changed quite drastically. He wanted to lay on me the latest hit he heard at a disco, but it's already been done, pal. At the time we were doing Undercover in 1983, he was just trying to out-disco everybody. It all sounded to me like some rehash of something he heard in a club one night. Already 5 years earlier, on Some Girls, we'd got Miss You out of it, which was one of the best disco records of all time. But Mick was chasing musical fashion. I had a lot of problems with him trying to second-guess the audience. This is what they're into this year. Yeah, what about next year, pal? You just become one of the crowd. And anyway, that's never the way we've worked. Let's just do it the way we've always done it. Which is, do we like it? Does it pass our test? When it comes down to it, Mick and I wrote our first song in a kitchen. That's as big as the world is. If we'd been thinking about how the public was going to react, we'd never have made a record.